I am not sorry. I'm not sorry for living my life. I treat people with respect. I'm protective of those I can protect when I am near. I don't care that you don't like my life. Me being a Satanist, me being a criminal, me being an addict, my relationship with Aaliyah. I don't care about your morals, superiority, your self righteousness, what you would or wouldn't do. That's your life as mine is mine. You sick fucks act like you have the high road when you haven't even been down one. She happened to be 18 when we met. We had a brief, fun, and romantic summer romance. We met during my stream. She wanted to play Fortnite with us. She herself happened to be taking college courses for nursing. She is a gamer and an aspiring model and singer. She also happened to be an adult content creator like myself. We talked for a couple weeks, mostly while I'm live and streaming at first. I stream every day from 8ish a.m. until 10:30ish p.m. Pacific. Everyone was witness to how our relationship unfolded. One day in the stream, she asked if we wanted to hear her sing. We said yes. She began singing Lana Del Rey's song Video Games. The PlayStation party went silent. The viewers stopped chatting. When she was almost done, someone said, "Who is that angelic voice coming through my phone?" When she was done, I said, "Wow, everyone just fell in love with you." I was talking about me, of course. We'd already been talking for a week or so. She shared her OnlyFans page after she found mine the first day she came to stream. We promoted each other's content. She then called me one night and said she had never wanted to be someone's girlfriend before, but she wanted to be mine. She asked me out. I live in California and she lives in Oregon. I honestly thought it would be a fun internet fling. I was wrong, lol. We had been talking for a couple weeks now quite frequently. I was single. I was like, sure, we like each other, we communicate well, why not? I'm willing to try this. I mentioned that there is an age gap, and some people might look at us weird, but fuck it, we didn't meet any bad way, and nothing nefarious in our getting to know each other. People will see and understand that, or so we thought. I spoke with her twin and her little sister as well as her mother. I was willing to do so in order to alleviate any stress someone may have had. Her mom just wanted her to be safe and treated right, and that's what I did. As any person in a relationship would for their partner, we were so public with our relationship. One day she surprised me about a week after we started dating and was coming to visit me. She bought a ticket to Sacramento. I made arrangements for us to get a hotel for the week. I couldn't bring her to my house because I was still roommates with my ex-girlfriend Nikki. She and I dated for 6 years and lived together for 8. She knew about Aaliyah, everyone did. As I said, I was very public. My mom, brothers, my friends, my fans and followers, my ex-wife and my kids, everyone was worried she was taking advantage of me. They thought because I was gaining fame on social media, she was using me for clout. I didn't think so. A couple days before her arrival to Sacramento Airport, Nikki had said to me that Aaliyah can be here. It had been long enough that we were only friends. It wouldn't bother her to see me with someone else. I canceled the hotel and Aaliyah and I stayed here at my house. We spent our time in the lower section aside from working hours with dogs in the common area. We all did hang out and watch movies. My youngest son Dante had come too. Things were great. Aaliyah and I and my son went to the lake and the rivers. We gamed and streamed. We had so much fun. Ali and I also made content together, both social media and OnlyFans. She set the prices for our collabs. After she left, we were all sad. We had such a good time. About a week or so later, she told me that I'm going to New York with her. She'd bought me a ticket. She just kept surprising me. I'd never experienced someone like her before. There was a pop-up modeling event she wanted to attend. I'd never gone to New York. I hadn't been on a vacation in over 20 years. Everything was going so good. I made it possible for me to go with her thanks to my son. He stayed here and took care of my responsibility for the dogs. Everything was so magical. My stream was taking off, my socials were taking off, my kids were all in my life. I had an amazing, sweet, funny, intelligent, sexy, and talented new girlfriend. It blew my mind, all of it. It felt like the traumatic life I'd experienced growing up, the solitude I had up here in the mountains. That happiness was finding its way into my life after traumas, abuse, and loneliness. Enter Loser Lolcow Enterprise, some sick obsessed dude online trying to defame other popular creators who he thought didn't fit a societal norm. He targets disabled women and makes up lies about them. He paints the most sickening of pictures about others, me, in horrific, slanderous videos filled with libel and malice. He began spreading rumors on my social media posts that Aaliyah and I met when she was younger, that I groomed her, that I preyed on her, that I was a pedophile. He would create fake accounts pretending to be me, of which I've documented and sent to the police, but we don't know his name. He would screen, record, or screenshot mine and Alice OnlyFans content and my samples of my adult content posted to Twitter for bringing in new subscribers. He would imitate me and talk really perverted to random people online that may have commented on my posts. He would then send them images from my adult pages, all while acting like it was me. I'd had several people ask me, "What the fuck, Scott?" That's how I found out. They then figured out Nika's phone number, my boss's phone number, Aaliyah's, and her family's numbers, and texted them all our content. It was so sickening. This all came from fake accounts and spoof numbers. Nikki asked why I would do this. I said, "What?" She showed me a text message. It was of Aaliyah and I having sex. It had the text saying, "This could have been us, but you had trust issues." I said, "Nikki, I'm so sorry, that isn't me." These people told her all that was happening. They did the same thing to my boss. Here's your employee Scott fucking an 18-year-old. They would get on my daughter, who was 16, Instagram live videos trying to tell her about my OF content, and then they would make sexually violent threats to her. These people are deranged, and their bullshit online infected countless people's minds with his made-up and fabricated nightmare fanfiction. The harassment random people online suffered, as well as our friends and family. She and I still went to New York. We still had an amazing time. We went to Aladdin and the Notebook on Broadway. We went to Times Square. Everything was still good. But their crap ended my online reputation with his and his cronies' smear campaigns. And they still continue to this day, a year later. Last month he dropped an 1HR and 30-min video on YouTube about me. I only watched his first video, live during my stream when he began his shit. I responded to everything that Psycho said. After realizing his lies, I stopped paying attention. But he keeps coming back with more fake accounts, watching everything I do online. It's kind of endearing to know he spends so much of his own life obsessing about me. SDS Scott derangement syndrome, super mega fan status. He would try painting my traumatic childhood as proof I would be an abuser. He made up lies saying I supposedly gave my minor son meth. I personally haven't touched meth in over 20 years. My son just turned 18 May 2025. Not fucking possible. He offered Aaliyah $10,000 to leave me and meet with him in a Marriott or some shit. I have the screenshots. I posted them numerous times to prove to you fools online. Not that I have anything to prove or defend. My relationship with Aaliyah was pure and simple. Two adults met and clicked, tried it out for a time, ended amicably. The heinous defamatory accusations can literally get people killed or to kill themselves. And still, even after all this, I am not sorry. I did no wrong. I hold no malice or hatred in me. There are no victims or convictions. I love my life and owe nothing to anyone. I own my deeds and misdeeds. I wouldn't trade the experiences we had for anything. She and I are still friends. After New York, due to all the chaos, we both agreed to stop seeing each other romantically. I don't even know why a girl like her even looked my way. Some girls like older guys, some guys like older girls. I just happened to be a 42-year-old, good-looking, at least to her, dude who she wanted to date. I'm honored to have had the experiences I did. She has so much talent and will definitely be going places. I regret nothing. All you haters out there who thinks your opinions matter, they really don't. They aren't gonna change facts. I'm a single dude. I don't have a type aside from at least a pretty face. 18 to 80 is nice to me and likes to fuck. The rest doesn't matter. I've only ever pursued women born between 1979 and 1982, me being born in 81. One woman who came to me is not me being a predator. The fact I actually checked her ID is something many others wouldn't have done. The comments claiming I would go lower if I could, idiocy, I fucking could. I'm 43 fucking years old. I've lived in states with lower age of consent laws, and I find those disgusting. They allow adults to interact inappropriately with minors. There should be a clear and definitive boundary across the board making that illegal. When I turned 18 and my girlfriend was months younger than me, she was 17. We already had a child together and lived together. I stopped sleeping with her, kissing her romantically, or any sexual contact until she herself turned 18. That's how serious that is to me. As a victim, I know firsthand the pain and anguish associated with these horrific acts. I never have. I never would. Pussy has been thrown at me my whole life, and that's not bragging. I do not allow inappropriate communications with me unless I verify ages by seeing an ID. Many people try. Most don't succeed. I block those that press further without proving their age and identity. As a social media persona, I get a lot of people who hit me up. Y'all should be utilizing me as an example of how to act. The sickness that Lolcow Enterprise and his types spread is truly a warped vision invented in their own minds. It shows where their heads really are. What's in their hearts, the vile things they imagine, and lies they spread. I wish I knew his fucking name. I'm weird. I was victimized young. That affected me. That's what you people see. The pain I lived, Theo. I am not sorry. I never will be.